Hello, my name is Maria Aguirre, and in this video I would like to do a brief presentation about designing activities and resources to maintain students' attention when our students are from 10 to 15 years old. But before we start, it is important to state that maintaining students' attention is one of the biggest challenges in classroom management nowadays, and one of the reasons for it is because of the big rise of excessive usage of cell phones from a very young age. And in general, students between the ages of 10 to 15 are active and easily distracted, so teachers need to design engaging activities and use appropriate resources to keep learners focused and motivated. So let's see how we can do it. First, let's look at this question. Why do students lose attention? Well, learners in this age group are curious and energetic. However, long explanations and repetitive activities can reduce their concentration. For this reason, teachers should provide dynamic experiences that encourage participation and collaboration, maintaining always the instructional momentum so we don't lose their engagement. Overall, students aged 10 to 15 need variety, enjoy interaction, prefer active learning, and become bored with repetitive tasks. So, what are these kind of activities that maintain their attention? Well, among these we can mention gamification, pair and group work, role plays, and also problem-solving activities. Interactive activities help students remain engaged. Games and gamification increase motivation, pair work promotes communication, and role plays allow learners to practice language in meaningful situations. Variety is essential because changing activities helps maintain the attention. Here we have like a very simple example of how a class that follows these characteristics will look like. So we will start with a simple warm-up game so we can catch their eye from the beginning. Then of course we have to explain the topic at some point, or if the topic is already explained, then when we go to the practice part we can add a pair activity, and at the end we can add a group role play where they use what they learned and we can see if they actually understood the topic while they interact and use the language in a realistic environment or context. Additionally, we have the resources, the useful resources. We have traditional ones and we also have digital ones that have gained a lot of weight and a lot of power nowadays with technology, but they don't take away the importance of traditional resources such as flashcards, images, real objects that we can play with, also cardboard, colors, and other materials that we can use to make creative projects. In the digital resources, we have quizzes, Kahoot, GymKit, and a lot of other options that we can find, other websites. And we also have Canva presentations like the one I am using right now. Resources are important because they make learning more visual and also more interactive. Digital tools such as Kahoot and quizzes and the other ones transform practice into a fun experience, while visual materials like flashcards and images help students understand and remember information more effectively. Finally, I have some recommendations for us teachers. First, we have variety activities every 10 to 15 minutes, and I know it looks like not that much amount of time, but we have to take into account that here in Colombia, English classes usually are like 1 hour long, so we have to take advantage of our time. It is also important to give clear instructions, to encourage participation, and also use positive reinforcement. In conclusion, maintaining students' attention requires careful planning. Teachers should combine engaging activities with appropriate resources and effective classroom management strategies. By creating dynamic and meaningful lessons, we can keep students motivated and improve their learning process. Here I have my references in which I based the information provided in this video, and that's it. Thank you so much for your attention.